Okay guys, so a friend of mine bought Honor 90 and I just wanted to compare it with good old Mate 20 Pro to see how cameras are holding up 5 years later. Okay, so let's just check a few camera specs. Okay, Honor has 200 megapixels versus 40 megapixels with Mate, f1.9 versus f 1.8, somewhat larger sensors are on Honor. As for the ultra-wide cameras, 12 megapixels f2.2, 20 megapixels f2.2. Honor doesn't have a zoom camera and Mate has 8 megapixels f2.4 3x stabilized camera. I took just a few shots so you can see if it's worth for you to update to Honor or just stay on Mate. Okay, so a few shots, few different conditions. Let's start at the beginning. So with letter H, that's Honor. With letter M, that's Mate. The first shot is macro shot with ultra-wide camera. Here I can tell you that details are better on Mate, and the colors are more natural on Mate. So you have this yellow color here, and this is not how the real color is. This is more accurate. So this one goes to Mate with ultra-wide camera. This is with main camera. So as for the details, they're kind of the same. Maybe just a bit better on Honor, but nothing too special. And the colors are yet again better on Mate. Next one is 2x shot, so it's digital crop from both of them. And here you can see that Mate did a very bad job, and Honor is more sharper, especially on the edges of the coin. Okay, let's go to the somewhat low light car garage. Here you can see something interesting, and that is that Honor uses extremely high ISO value, so 65,000 versus the ISO 500. And you can see that noise, it's much worse on Honor there, and you can see the details are much clearly seen on Mate. See on a tire here. So in this kind of low light, Mate, in my opinion, does better in color reproduction, noise reduction, and in details. When we activate the night modes, they both do good, but again, extremely high ISO value on Honor. And when we zoom in, yet again, better noise control on Mate, better details on Mate. So for a low light, I can say that Mate is still better shooter, and I'm kind of a bit disappointed with Honor here, but yeah. Let's go. Okay, so this is 1x shot directly into the sun, so hard conditions. Here you can see two things. First, the HDR is better on Honor, but it's also more aggressive. So when you look at the photo, it's much more natural on Mate. When we zoom in a bit in the details, you can see that Honor produces some strange artifacts because of the extremely potent HDR. And when you zoom in a bit further, you can see that everything is just lost in the details. So this picture can be brightened up a bit, but you cannot save this. This is just kind of destroyed. So in this one, I would say dynamic range better on Honor, but image reproduction, colors, natural look, and details are still better on Mate 20 Pro. Okay, this is ultra wide shot. So here the Mate should have the advantage because it has larger sensor, and the advantage is it's clear. Okay, you can see how much better image you get on Mate from its 20 megapixel ultra wide shot. So no comparison there. Better details. Bit punchier colors are Honor, but colors are always easier to fix than details. So this one goes to Mate. Okay, let me see what do I have here. I believe this is this is a zoom, probably around 5x, something like that. And again, colors bit puncher or Honor, but when you look at the details, you just can't replace that real zoom optics that Mate has. Even when you zoom in quite a bit, you can see details here on Mate's photo, but on Honor everything is just a big mess. I mean, look at the road here. Okay, moving forward. I have no idea what this is. This is probably like 2x shot or something like that. Color is better on Honor, but again, details are better on Mate. But this one I'll give to Honor because it's much more usable photo when you're sending to someone like this than this darken of Mate. Okay, so this is 200 megapixels, so full image sensor versus 40 megapixels of Mate. You can see that HDR works even at 200 megapixels with Honor. It's really nice. I mean, both photos are terrible, but this one is much more usable on Honor, so the neural processing is here better. So this one goes to Honor as well. Okay, let's see some 10x zooms. Okay, Honor here actually didn't do too bad. For 10x shot digitally, this is great. Again, when you zoom in a bit, you can see that details are much better on Mate because it has real zoom optics. And look at the tree here, how natural it looks on Mate and how it's kind of squished everything here on Honor. 5x zoom. 5x zoom, again, messy on Honor. And Mate just kills it here. So this one goes to Mate 20 Pro. What do we have here? We have 2x digital shot. And when you look at the 2x digital shots, I have to say that in my opinion, Mate does way better. Look at the tree on Honor. It's so unnatural here. It's a pixel mess. Nicer shot on Mate 20 Pro. Let's check it. This one, this is a basic 1x shot. Pretty good, both of them. When we zoom in, you can see a bit of over sharpening here on Honor and somewhat better details on Mate. So this one as well goes to Mate 20 Pro. Ultrawide once again better on Mate. You can see some details here that are absolutely crushed on Honor as well here. So I think we can conclude that it's not much worth it to switch from Mate to Honor if you look exactly at the camera, because of Mate's, it just has great camera. Yeah, a bit worse dynamic range, but the camera, in my opinion, is still better on Mate 20 Pro. Okay, this is a portrait shot I took. It's very difficult portrait to take because all of these leaves. And when you look at this part, you can see how Honor ate kind of bit of the photo here. But when we go up, here where the real mess starts, here Mate just crushed it. Okay, to conclude, in my opinion, it's not worth it to switch to Honor. It's okay camera for mid-ranger, but if you have good old Mate 20 Pro, you still have the better camera.